Welcome to the Fixers. Let us say our prayer. Dear Star-Lord, please stay with us and keep movies in the theaters. We miss you and we need you. I hope Diggers is good. Amen. Welcome to the Fixers. Tom Cruise tier list.
Audio-visual edition.
Audio-visual edition.
Hundreds of letters coming in saying, I want to see
4K camera.
I want to see these middle-aged men's grizzled faces.
That's right.
While they talk
exciting.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to hear more Tom Cruise talk. People clamor for it.
Yeah, we don't do enough.
So we're going to rank Tom Cruise movies from the 90s only.
Only the 90s, folks.
That's how many movies this guy's fucking got dipping and bopping around.
He's done a few.
He's done a few. And
would you say, we're not going to rank decades, would you say the 90s was his best decade?
Yes. I would say that 80s is the beginning is the stuff people remember the most, icon status, but 90s is when it was cemented, right?
90s is the most consistent. I mean, his batting average is like Tony Gwynn level in the 90s.
Rain Man was 80s.
80s.
Thunder was 80s.
88. Yeah, 88 was Cocktail and Rain Man the same year.
God damn, what a... Good Men, was that 80, 90?
Like A Few Good Men?
Yeah.
1992.
92, okay.
Yeah, that'll be on our list. So we're starting with Days of Thunder.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll do a little just to race through his 80s movies. Highlights. I won't go through every single one. 81 Taps, 83 The Outsiders, 83 Risky Business, 83 All the Right Moves, 85 Legend, 86 Top Gun and Color of Money, 88 Cocktail and Rain Man, and then 89 Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I'm glad Born on the 4th of July isn't on this list.
some long words. So we are S to A to B to C to D to F tiering. The Star-Lord's best decade.
Absolutely. The 90s.
The 90s.
Well, literally humanity's best decade, too, I would argue, but that's for another show.
I mean, it was my best decade.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's the last decade that we actively remember as just happening yesterday.
The last decade, I couldn't hurt myself getting out of bed.
Last decade I was relevant in any way. You know,
it's not true. We have dozens of people watching.
That's true. All the soldier overseas, and Germany, and Italy, lots of fans.
Yeah, they need this. I don't want to talk about current events, but
we don't do stuff because we just think of it randomly in our text feed.
No,
we do it because people want to know.
Yes. CENTCOM has asked us for morale.
We have plans. This isn't like going into Iraq. This is like plans. We got plans.
Similar level of planning.
Similar level of planning, but better execution. I would argue, even at this level.
Jerry Maguire will be our Strait of Hormuz. How will we get through it?
Definitely put some minds in there. Controversial hot takes on Jerry Maguire.
But thank you to all the soldiers overseas for all you're doing. Hope this is brightening your day.
We hope this gets to you, and we will. Spoiler alerts for soldiers overseas. So, just so you know.
So should we do it?
Yep, you start first.
Sweet. Okay, Days of Thunder.
Okay.
I have made the claim, which has pissed some people off.
And I agree with you. This is a claim we both agree on.
I think Days of Thunder is a better top to bottom movie than Top Gun.
I agree with you. I think T to B, it's better. I don't know if it would have been better if Top Gun didn't exist, though.
Yeah. Top Gun is the more important movie in culture. I get it. But it's like, I don't know. This is the refinement of the Top Gun formula.
Yeah, Thunder is an evolution, I think.
Yeah.
And a good step up. Like, if you're going to make a sequel to Top Gun, which they did after a while, but an immediate sequel doesn't hurt,
It's also just more, like, there's a level of fun, because it's just racing. Rubbing is racing.
Duval's fun. Like
Yeah.
everybody's having clearly having a good time making this movie.
Like you know
And
that not that many
yeah.
people can die in this movie. like the stakes are less.
And there's also the level of machismo is a fun level.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's actually a little bit of female energy in that movie, in Thunder, and
Yeah.
there's none in Top Gun at all.
Yeah.
So, and Tom Cruise, even though in Top Gun he's on his back feet a couple times, in Thunder he really feels like, man, this guy is fucked up. So
Yeah.
you know, it's good. I'm a big Thunder fan, and it is. I mean, of all the Tom Cruise movies, is it one of the most beautiful Tom Cruise movies, like cinematography wise?
Yeah. I
It
mean,
is
that's the other
fucking
thing.
incredible.
Same director, Tony Scott as Top Gun, and Tony Scott
Yeah.
just like was refining his craft and probably just
I mean,
had
he
more.
shot the shit out of that movie.
Yeah. Like I don't like NASCAR. You could not. I mean, you could pay me an amount of money to watch NASCAR, but it would be high. Whereas
Yeah, I don't care about it at all.
Yeah, I will watch this movie anytime. It's coming on my radar.
Under 2 hours.
It is 108 minutes.
Man, god damn, they used to make movies.
Yeah,
We used to make shit in this
today,
country.
this movie would be like 3 hours 10. It would be.
Oh my god, there might be an intermission in this movie.
They could not make it under 2 hours.
And it would look so bad because all the cars would be CGI. And I'm sure F1 looks great. Like, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. But I'm sure most of F1 is CGI.
I bet it's not as fun.
No, that's never going to be as fun because you can't have fun now.
I mean,
like, this is not the fun era of society.
Yeah, F1
80s and 90s was the
2
fun era.
hours 40 minutes. It's basically
Why would you need that? For that
full
movie?
hour longer than Days of Thunder. There's no way you need that extra hour. Come
If
on.
you're gonna watch a good F1 movie, watch the Stallone one.
Or Grand Prix.
Grand Prix, also
starring
fun movie.
Yves Montand.
I mean, we'll save it. I'm gonna write it down.
Okay, we're these are supposed to be short and sweet. We're still on the first movie. Okay, I'm going A tier for Days of Thunder.
Yes, I think Days of Thunder is also A tier.
Okay.
Um,
We agree.
I think that on any given day, if you gave me 90s Tom Cruise movies, Thunder would be within the top 3, narrowing down. Fun, just exciting movie that has its slow moments. Kind of a horny movie.
Yeah.
Which I would say Top Gun isn't, unless you count all the men being horny for each other in airplanes.
I mean, many do. Quentin Tarantino does. We've all established.
Yeah. It's just, and it is so spectacularly gorgeous. Like, was it nominated for anything?
Let's see. Probably not. I mean,
Probably
maybe
not,
like
right?
sound mixing or something.
I'll do tech on this episode. Since
It
you're
was
busy.
nominated for best sound. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Tech is opening ChatGPT so I can ask it questions.
And maybe 10% chance it's not correct, but
Yeah.
okay. So we're moving on to Ron Howard's Western-ish epic, where Tom and his were they married yet? This is our second Nicole
According
movie.
to date, I think.
They were like a public couple at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
Far and Away. This movie must have been long. 140 minutes. Far and Away, still shorter than F1. Still shorter than most Marvel movies in the last 10 years.
Jeez.
Uh,
Far and Away received 1 nomination for Best Sound. Sad.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And when's the last time you've seen this movie?
Once. I was not interested in this movie, even a little bit. I like Tom Cruise movies when he's something he can conceivably be. In this movie, he was a boxer.
Irish.
And I'm just like,
Irish boxer.
Did he have an accent?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
It's I don't think
That's
any
hard for
American can do a good Irish accent. It's never
No.
like Brad Pitt tried one in that Harrison Ford movie. Leo
But I
tried
will say Brad
one
Pitt's
in Gangs of
gypsy
New York.
accent's good.
Huh?
Brad Pitt's gypsy accent is good. I'll stand by that.
Yeah, but Irish. There's something about American actors; they just can't do Irish. It's like we've been
Yeah.
lucky charm brained. Has Some Americans can do good English accents, but I've never heard a good Irish accent.
I also don't. Hot take coming.
Okay.
I don't like Ron Howard's directing that much.
He's not an especially great director.
He is. I feel like he's a very yeoman, like, who was the James Bond guy that we was talking about that should get more credit?
Michael Apted.
No, the one that did the GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a yeoman who is bumped up because he was an actor before.
Right.
Martin something.
Martin Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he gets a lot of credit for making these like Apollo 13 and all these movies. He picks good subjects, but like I can always tell, him and Zemeckis are two guys. I can always tell it's them,
Yeah.
Like it's a feeling to it, it's a camera move or something. He's trained at the feet of the masters, but he doesn't have his own moves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I don't like about his movies. There are some movies. I mean, Splash is great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ron Howard's the like
Shift is great.
If you give him a great script and a great cast, he delivers on movie. Like but he's not bringing anything special to it. It's just like he's the chef that if you give the chef the recipe and they can cook it well, but if you don't give the chef the recipe, if you take him on Iron Chef and you're like, here's some ingredients, Ron Howard's not delivering a great meal.
Yeah, my alt for him would be a career doing comedies because Night Shift is great.
Yeah.
Splash is good. Everything else is just kind of meh.
Yeah. But it's the script and the cast. Like there's no point. I mean, a comedy typically shouldn't be memorable for like camera angles or editing or something. But like he's not bringing any kind of unique personality or perspective. It's just like like a sitcom director basically. Like
to me it goes, you think about it, Bridge of Spies is right here, right?
Oof, what are you doing? Why bring that up?
Directed by Spielberg, right?
Yeah, yep.
When you watch it, could have been directed by Ron Howard, could have been directed by Zemeckis. Like it looks like all three. It somehow is the apex of those guys.
Because he's got some like Spielberg jerk off shots where the camera like goes through a doorknob and stuff. Like
fucking Ron Howard does that too.
But
Apollo 13. It's all jerk off shots. What are you talking about?
I hate that movie. Spielberg just does it.
I hate that movie too.
Spielberg just does it better. Like even when he's showing off in a bad movie, his showing off is, I don't know. It's like,
but that's how bad that movie is.
Like on Van Halen 3, like Eddie's guitar tone is still like, it's still Eddie, right?
I mean, this is like a personal attack for no reason.
No. I mean,
I'm just trying to bring up Bridge of Spies.
Okay, there is a bad, like, can you concede there is a bad Van Halen song?
There is.
Okay, on that Van Halen song, Eddie Van Halen is still Eddie Van Halen, but you're not like, oh, that's just some like yeoman. It's still like, that's
what I'm saying. Bridge of Spies is so bad, it could be all three.
I disagree, but I also hate it. So I'm not going to go to bat. I've said my piece.
We're not talking Bridge of Spies.
What are we doing? Short and sweet. Okay, so I'm going D tier for this bad boy.
I'm going F tier.
Wow.
I would never see it again and be totally fine. I don't think that there's anything memorable about it. The most memorable, if again, this is the Office rule. If the most memorable thing about the movie isn't in the movie, then it's not very good. And the most memorable scene in this movie is when she like lifts up the like bowl on his balls, to like look.
Mm-hmm.
And behind the scenes, he was supposed to have like a towel over it, but didn't put it on there. And that's the only story I remember from this movie.
Uh-huh.
So sorry. I'm out. And like his terrible accent being a boxer.
Yeah. It's a bad movie. F tier to me is you couldn't pay me to watch it again. But there's a perverse curiosity because I have not seen this movie since the 90s that I would probably watch it again. Just to be.
It fits firmly in the era it's in, but it's in the bottom barrel of the era that it's in.
Fair.
For me, Sweeping Epic is not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just not very good.
I have nothing positive.
We can watch
nothing positive to say.
Dances with Wolves is as long as F1. I would rather watch that.
I would also rather watch Dances with Wolves is not as great as it was heralded at the time.
It's not.
It's a good movie.
It's a fine movie, but
Yeah.
it's also very long and very like jerk offy for Kevin.
Anyway, back to Tom Cruise. Same year as Far and Away, A Few Good Men.
Oh, interesting. This is an interesting movie because Tom Cruise is not the third thing I think of in this movie.
He's not the third thing? You
He
mean
could be anybody.
that's not true?
You
He's the
know?
lead.
Don't you think? Like back in that era, what if it was Bill Pullman instead?
Nah. I mean, he'd be fine, but I mean, it would
Who's a
be
comparable mid-level star who could have pulled off the lawyer bit in this era?
like Richard Gere.
Is the problem is there aren't any?
Richard Gere could have done this.
Gere could. That's you know what? What if it was Richard Gere?
He would have been good.
So to me, it's kind of like I don't really need Tom Cruise in this movie. So I like A Few Good Men. It's not probably no, it might be my favorite Sorkin movie. But I don't think Tom Cruise is a necessary part of the movie aside to get it made. You know.
I bet Hanks could have done it.
Hey, oh man,
Taking it back to Bridge of
That's
Spies.
good fucking call, dude. That is a good call.
Yeah, Hanks probably would have gotten an Oscar nomination. Maybe Cruise did, but Cruise had like no chance of winning.
What about this?
Okay,
Travolta.
Travolta was in his like wilderness period. This was
I
right
know.
before. I don't. I mean, he
Think
obviously
about it.
did.
Still kind of skinny Travolta, like not on the edge of being fat Travolta yet. About to get like Pulp Fiction and Face Off. Like he had that in him. You know.
Yeah, I can
Just
do
a
Travolta.
pitch. I'm just pitching.
Tom Cruise was not nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah, because it's fine. Like he's a good person to go off of for Jack, but I also feel like Jack could pull that performance off against a pumpkin. So
Yeah, but I mean, Jack also, if Jack's not motivated, he will mail it in. And,
yeah, I suppose it's top actor going against top actor.
yeah.
So.
I think Jack was like, "Oh, this kid's the next." Everybody says he's the next big thing. I'll show him.
Think if it was Newman and
Paul Newman.
yeah,
Like
no,
Paul Newman
and,
in the Jack role.
Yeah, Newman and Cruise together again. That would have been pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't think Newman has that like Marine Colonel aggro.
Ooh, you don't
gear.
think so? Newman in that like straight up looking. Oh man, I think he could pull it off.
I mean, he's a great actor. He'd be fine, but I don't think he'd be Jack.
Mean Newman it's a whole other thing. You know.
When was he mean in the 80s or 90s? He was always like nice.
Wasn't he kind of a dickhead in The Verdict?
He was like sad and an alcoholic.
What was the one that we watched where like the water tank was filling up
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
and he like there's like he's about to get drowned and he has to take all his clothes off and like they like swim up to the top to open it up. Was it a movie? It was a lawyer movie.
Are you Paul Newman?
Yeah.
There must be the 70s. That does not sound like something older Paul Newman would
Maybe.
do.
Anyway, late era Newman could have done. I don't know. If for
Okay.
me, it's if I'm gonna rate it like a C
Mm-hmm. I'm going
for
C.
only Tom Cruise reasons. Do I like to rewatch it once a year? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's a solid.
Is it because of Tom Cruise? Not really.
It's a solid motion picture.
It's like a good adult movie. You know, makes you feel smart because you're like one step ahead of everything. You know, gave us Code Red.
It did it give us Code Red?
It's the only first. It probably wasn't the first time it was mentioned in a movie, but the first time it was used as a plot device.
Yeah. God damn it.
Made us think about Cuba again.
It's true. That is true. We haven't thought about Cuba in a while. All right, my graphical skills are coming into relief here. But people are just listening to our dulcet tones. Okay.
What do you give it?
C. So I'm with you.
C. Yeah. Right.
So back to, I guess not back to, but in the world of the late great Sidney Pollack. Now there is a journeyman who has a voice. If anybody said Ron Howard was better than Sidney Pollack, I'd slap him in the face.
That is fighting words.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if somebody said that. Sidney Pollack directing Tom Cruise in another lawyer movie, playing two lawyers in a row. The Firm.
It's, man. I'm not just saying this because we're reading the book right now. It's a good movie. It's really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember it's been a while, but and I wanted to revisit it before this, but I didn't. Do you know, just a quick, how much money do you think A Few Good Men made? Cost 33.
120.
243.
243? God, they used to make movies.
This is like a grown-up courtroom drama. Made $250 million. How much do you think The Firm made?
300.
270. Cost 40.
Ooh. Yeah, man.
I mean, today Tom Cruise's salary alone would be 40. You couldn't make it for 40.
But that is so crazy.
Yeah. $300 million for I mean, there's some action-ish, but it's still like a legal thriller.
It was a date. That's a date movie. You know?
Yeah.
A full-on just date movie.
Yeah. The Firm, stacked cast.
Oh, I mean, even the smaller parts are stacked. Like, there's just a lot of character actors in it.
Yeah.
Smoking Man is in it, I think.
You mean from the X-Files?
Yeah.
I don't remember who that is.
He had a big run as like an older lawyer, older guy in that era.
David Strathairn's in it. My hero.
Yeah. Who's supposed to look like Tom Cruise, which always kind of cracked me up.
He's the brother, right?
Close enough.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Odd. Are you a Jean Triplehorn fan?
In that movie I am, but in other stuff, I find her to be kind of annoying.
Do you think they tried to get Kidman?
No, I don't think she fits into that because she's supposed to be like Southern charmish, you know?
But Kidman can do accents. She does Southern.
No, I think that they were trying to get I think she was the choice. Plus, Kidman might have been too old for that. To me, at least. Especially during that era.
All right, fair. What are you giving it?
I give it a B.
I am also going to give it a B, but now I have to find it on this goddamn list.
You know what? It could be a future list. Write this down.
I made too many movies.
I'm writing this down for a future tier list. Non-comedic lawyer movies from 1990 to 2000.
Non-comedic lawyer movies.
Because then you got to take out Liar Liar. You know.
Okay. Okay, we're both going B on The Firm.
I think it's good. I like a movie that doesn't take place in fucking New York or LA.
Yeah.
Like, it's just nice that it's in Memphis. And then don't go really anywhere else aside from the Caribbean. It's really well shot. The only part that is kind of distracting is a really weird kind of jazzy, I don't want to call it jazz, but that like tinkery piano score is kind of weird.
Oh yeah, who does this?
It's a famous person. I forget.
David Grusin.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, he's a Pollock guy. He does a bunch of Pollock.
Yeah, because his other movies, you're just like, oh, it's that weird Rain Man score-ish kind of thing. It's like, what is going on here? Like, I don't understand this.
Legendary jazz keyboardist.
Yes,
that's
totally.
how.
And I think maybe Harry Connick Jr. played on it a little bit too, or something.
I didn't know who he was. So.
Wow. Who are you pretending for exactly?
For all the people.
Who were you trying to hide from?
For the troops, you know.
Okay.
I don't
all right. I mean, you do a jazz pick every week. I mean,
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm fucking with the. Can we swear on YouTube? We can, right?
Yeah, as long as you mark it explicit.
Okay. God, this is complicated. Sorry, everybody.
I'm just a passenger for this ride.
Sorry, everybody. This is riveting viewing. Make some jokes.
I'm gonna read off 90s to 2000 lawyer movies. Reversal of Fortune, Class Action. That's the one. Is Class Action the one with Newman where he's in the water?
I don't know. I don't know what scene you're talking. I remember like the Macintosh Man where he plays like a detective.
Class Action is Gene Hackman.
Okay.
And you think I don't like about ChatGPT is when you hit back, it doesn't just go back to the thing you were talking about.
Where does it go?
It just goes back to the blank thing. The blank, like ask it a question again.
Okay, I'm here. We're ready. We're live. Are you ready for 1994?
Yep.
One of the most significant years in movie history, I would say. For Cruise, he's working with the actual Irish Neil Jordan in Interview with a Vampire. The Vampire.
Man.
Interview with the Vampire. I always fuck that up. I don't think I've ever said that title correctly the first time.
Is Interview with the Vampire, right?
The Vampire. But it's like, there's more than one vampire in the movie.
But it's a fully Mandela thing to me. It's Interview with a Vampire to me.
It should be Interview with a Vampire, but it isn't. I want to actually say it accurately, but it's a confusing title. It implies there's only
on Jeopardy
the vampire. Makes me think there's one vampire, but in fact there's like hundreds of vampires in this movie.
There's several.
There's a lot. I mean, in France, there's like 50. There's a whole room.
France.
Yeah. There's a bunch of vampires.
Yeah.
La France.
Oh, man, that talk about a stacked movie. Whoo!
This movie made $230
Antonio Banderas
million.
How much?
230.
Oh, that's good. What would it cost to make like 40, 50?
60.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that was when he was getting up to the prime. Man, he's so good in this movie. We were doing just pure Tom Cruise performances, it might be in my top 3, to be honest.
It's also like, I mean, he's a movie star, so I don't mean that he's risking his life and limb, but it is a brave choice because, so I mean, at this point, he's done Top Gun, he's done Days of Thunder, he's done The Firm, he's done A Few Good Men, he's done like a bunch of big hit movies that are serious, that he is taking a risk by playing like a long-haired, blonde, foppish 19th century,
like bisexual 19th
like definitely
vampire,
queer-coded vampire and villain. He's also the villain, and he's like, spoiler. Okay, I'm gonna drop some spoilers. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, air folk. He's like a gross creature at the end. Like he's like Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
So it's not a like flattering role. Like he's obviously like beautiful, but he's sort of evil beautiful, and then he's gross.
Well, especially during the time when everybody kept like the rumor he was gay was going around, and to play this character is weirdly brave.
Uh-huh.
It was just like a people. I mean, don't you remember that for People magazine? Like
there was he was constantly, because the libel laws are different in the UK. He was constantly like suing people, like British tabloids would be like cheeky Tom getting his DS in a back of a gondola, and then he would like sue the shit out of them, and they'd have to like retract the story.
I love it. I mean,
that's not a quote.
It's not
a quote.
Sounds pretty almost exactly like what they put on the cover.
I bet Cheeky Tom is a cover somewhere. But
Cheeky Tom is probably very yeah. It's maybe like to me. It's also a very setty movie. Like it just feels like they built these giant sets in it, and he plays it so well on the sets. Like it just, and the fact she didn't want him to do it. Anne Rice was like, I don't want Tom Cruise to do this. And he pulled it off so good, like even to where she's like, oh my God, this is incredible.
Yeah, she had to admit that like, oh, I was wrong.
Like Brad Pitt just did not want to do this movie and almost got sued into doing it.
Right.
Like he signed up for it and then a bunch of stuff changed and he didn't want to do it and they threatened to sue him to keep him on.
Still talks about how he didn't have fun, which is probably the biggest barrier. I mean, the cost of those two guys. Because this movie's like would be a surefire hit sequel. I mean, it was guaranteed it would make money, but they both are incredibly expensive now. So you're like $60 million just on your leads, and then Brad Pitt talks about this movie like they were basically all night shoots, and he's like covered in makeup for most of it, doing night shoots on these like big sets. And just like not having fun. He's like, I'm rich now. I would rather do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2 and have fun rather.
So I know that Joaquin was supposed to be Christian Slater's part.
Mm-hmm.
But if you took Joaquin put it in Brad Pitt's part, and put somebody else in that role. It's a pretty good movie.
You're saying a sequel that Pitt isn't in.
Yeah, see, I'm saying if they even just recasting the original, if Pitt wasn't in it and it was Joaquin instead of Pitt, pretty good movie. I'm pretty down for that.
I have to remember Joaquin in '94.
He died that's when he died.
Are you talking about River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, River. He died. Sorry, not Joaquin River.
Because Joaquin is the young. Is Joaquin younger or was he older?
I think he might be older, maybe.
Can't remember.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, folks.
I'm gonna go A tier for this.
Where is this? Oh my god. Are these in alphabetical order? Oh, they are. Should have figured this out before I started. Legend. I comes before Legend. I comes before. Yeah, there we go.
This is incredible.
Because you can't see any of it. He can't see. People can see my screen.
It's like a radio version of Mr. Bean.
I am also going to go A tier. This is not a flawless movie, but it's just so fun to watch. Like I could pick up this movie at any point and I will want to finish it.
It's the definition of, to steal a term from Bill Simmons, rewatchable.
Yeah.
Like, whatever point it's on, it's like I'm just down for it. It's like horny, but like not Bram Stoker's Dracula horny.
Right.
Like it's like PG-13 horny. Was it R? It was R-rated, right? I assume because there's a lot of blood.
I assume it was R.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was because there was some titties in Paris, if I remember.
In New Orleans, there's
in New Orleans, yeah.
Because the actress from MI2 is in it.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Very small role. Not Zoe Saldana.
No, the other one.
Sandy
Newton.
Yeah.
Sandy Newton. Yeah.
No, it's a kind of movie because
A tier.
Yeah, it's also because it's not Dracula, and we've seen so many versions of Dracula. We just know the Dracula story that it's like,
yeah.
Even though I've seen this movie a bunch of times, it's still like I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, what's going on? Oh yeah, they go to France. It just like anytime this movie you feel like it's on autopilot, it goes somewhere else, and you're like,
and then like a head gets cut off, and then
a little girl gets burned by the sun. Uh-oh, you froze. No. Oh, you're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, you froze for a little bit, but
I'm here.
Technology, folks. It's 2026. 2026.
And it's just as bad as it was in 2004.
Okay, so we're both A tier on this. So he had to take a year off, or just probably took a year making this next movie. A movie at the time we just knew as this was in the mid 90s, rebooting 60s and 70s TV show craze. You had your Brady Bunch, you had your Charlie's Angels, you had your can't remember what else, but a bunch of other shit. A reboot of the popular TV show Mission Impossible.
This is also, do not forget this, Prime EW Entertainment Weekly coming to your house every week.
It's true. Weekly.
That was our internet for movies. You read that shit and you were ahead of the game.
It's true.
So, I mean, that was probably a full issue on Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Like what a risk it was.
Yeah.
And how Brian De Palma's directing it and the cast and like, is anybody coming back from the show?
They could have done this with Ron Howard type, but they got
easily
actually one of the most idiosyncratic, very talented, but also like very difficult directors to do this. Brian De Palma, who's
Cruise did make, for the time, good choices with directors.
Yeah.
I
think this was not quite in the period he was picking the director. Like he probably had some influence, but he wasn't. Now it's like he's the boss. But
also, who's the famous writer that also helped? Goldman helped write this a little bit.
I think Robert Towne.
Right.
Robert
town did.
of
Like it had a lot.
Chinatown
It had
thing.
success has a lot of fathers, and this had a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you're right. It also has a tone that is not Mission Impossible. Like it sets it up so great, but also after the third one, they're unrecognizable compared to the first one, except for the stunts.
But when we saw this movie, there was no such thing. I mean, there was the TV show Mission Impossible, but we did not know what Mission Impossible, the movie series, was. It was just this.
Yeah.
This was, this movie made, do you want to guess?
Oh, 330.
460.
Oh my God, man.
On a budget of 80.
God, Cruise is just punching him out of the stadium. God.
Yeah. 110 minutes. Under 2 hours.
It flies. It flies so fast. It's so good. No, this is my favorite part about this movie, especially this one, is nobody is safe.
Oh yeah.
You get to the last one.
I mean, Cruise is probably safe, but basically anyone else is.
Anyone else.
Yeah.
Like literally 4 movies to kill Ving Rhames. Like towards the end.
Hey, no.
But this one is like anybody can die.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of us dies within the first 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's incredible.
It was originally supposed to be the old cast of the TV show.
Really? That's interesting.
That was the concept. Is they'd have the old TV show cast, and Tom Cruise would be like the young kid who just joined them, and then they would all get killed. But then I guess whatever his name was, the guy who played the lead, was like, no,
not to like bring it up again, but the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life is Martin Landau being interviewed by Kennedy in what it was 1995.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the premiere, and Kennedy says, or he says, well, I was on the TV show, and she's like, oh, there was a TV show, and he looks at her with like, it's online, you can find it, with like the most like stoic, like old man, like talking to a teenager look ever. Then this motherfucker makes another turn around the red carpet to come back and chastise her again. Twice.
Great. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you got to give him credit for that. I'm going to put this in the S tier.
I am going to agree with you. This movie is
really
so
boring.
good. Like it is is not.
Have we disagreed at all?
Yes, on Far and Away. I put it D, you put it F.
Okay.
I mean, with the asterisk that it stands out from the other MI movies because it like kind of doesn't fit in the rest of the franchise, but like it is basically a perfect action espionage movie. Like it is
totally. It's the blueprint for everything after it. It's like almost, I don't want to compare it to Jason Bourne, but it is kind of Jason Bourne-ish that it changed everything for like the next 5 years.
And it's like not so fun that it's goofy, but it's so fun. Like it's smart, but not in a way that is annoying. Like the plot works. Like everything works. Everything. There's just
magic
enough
trick, and
exposition.
it still seems interesting.
Yeah, there's just enough exposition that I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on and why, but not where it's like some of the later Mission Impossibles. They're just like telling you about the entity, and I'm like, okay, God, Jesus, stop talking about the entity.
The last one was like 3 hours, and the first one was 109 minutes or whatever.
Yeah,
like
it's so efficient. Yeah. Every character is just like perfectly cast and perfectly drawn, and Cruise is. I'll concede a few good men could have been like 3 or 4 other people. Only Cruise could do this.
Only Cruise could have done this movie. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyone else, it would have been okay, but like it had to be Cruise for this.
And who could go along with De Palma's demented genius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every other actor, when they're like, yeah, we're going to like drop you from the ceiling and aggressively snap it, they'd be like, can the stunt guy do it? And you just get my close up, and Cruise is like, I'm in. Do it. I'm going.
Do it, and let's do it 100 times.
Let's
do it right.
I'm going through that plate glass window. I want shards of glass blasting me in the back of the head while I'm leaping out. You want 20 takes? You want 30 takes? I'll do it. It's a masterclass movie.
It definitely deserves its S tier status as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Okay. We might be in the controversy zone. Same year, same release. Jerry Maguire.
Ooh, Jerry Maguire. Give me your thoughts. Because I don't think about Jerry Maguire literally ever.
I mean, it was such a big phenomenon.
Why?
Also, okay. Also, before we get too deep, Mission Impossible 1, 110 minutes. Jerry Maguire, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's just like automatically you
We need
can't
2 hours to tell that stupid story.
You can't. I think we established this like 3 podcasts ago. Comedies should not be more than 2 hours.
No.
I don't care if you have the best writers in the world. I don't care if you have the best cast in the world. A comedy should not be long. You should not be like getting bed sores watching a comedy. 2.5 hours should not happen for a comedy.
No, because like the very nature of comedy is ephemeral.
Yeah.
It's like it exists for a moment and then it's gone and then you have to make new stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas with drama, it lasts.
And jokes should be efficient. Comedy is efficient. Comedy is
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Lawrence of Arabia should be long. You're telling an epic story. Like Jerry Maguire is the story of it's just the rom-com. It's just people falling in love with some sports
and it's a
bullshit.
Cameron Crowe movie, right?
Cameron Crowe.
Who I don't like. Look, I'll just straight up say it.
I don't love him. Like
I don't understand it. I don't get. Maybe it's just a voice that I can't hear. You know.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a Cameron Crowe movie where I was like, wow, that's like incredible. Even like the early ones where everybody's like, oh man, it's awesome. You're like, oh, really? Like this is kind of like boring and stupid.
Yeah. Never loved Singles.
I mean, Singles is a pile of trash, and that's coming from people from Seattle who are very linked to Singles.
I mean, I wasn't in. It was like
no, but like it that was when we were hanging out.
I was 10.
I mean, Seattle.
I was 10 when that movie came out. But yeah. Yeah, I don't love Cameron Crowe. I mean, he obviously had his audience. He did his thing. It's James L. Brooks produced it. It feels like a James L. Brooks. Feels like
yes, it really does. It feels like overwrought and over melodramatic, and it presents love as gigantic swings.
Yeah.
Instead of just like everyday annoyances, and it's a women's movie. That's what I'll say. It's for women. If the Days of Thunder is for men, then this is a lit movie for the ladies.
Yeah, which enjoy.
They exist. That's fine.
I'm
in my tier.
I'm floating between C and D because it's not a bad movie. I never want to watch this movie. Like nothing.
I never want to watch it.
I would rather rewatch Far and Away just because I'm interested. Whereas this movie, I get it. There's no mystery. I'm like I know how it goes. Good work, Tom.
I'm doing D tier. Choices have to be made. I'm sorry.
It does have Jerry O'Connell, and I always want to give. I'm gonna bump it up a tier for Jerry O'Connell, and then knock it down a tier for being over 2 hours. So it's gonna be D tier for me.
Yeah, I mean that's totally fair. Beau Bridges is in it. I also want to bump it up for him, but I'm also gonna knock it back down to D tier.
The Beau Bridges role.
Yeah.
And yet,
also like no chemistry between them. Like
no.
Like none.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like forced. And I don't has there ever been a good Renee Zellweger performance? Aside from Empire Records?
I mean, again, it's not for us. Like her British Jones, whatever. Bridget.
British, yeah.
Like those movies are so huge that I can't.
Yeah.
She's.
I mean, we're wrong.
Well, it's just not. It's the Springsteen zone. I'm like, it's not for me. But like, the too many people love it for me to just shit on it. I'm just like, okay, Renee, you have an audience. I'm not one of them.
How much did Jerry make?
Cost $50. 280.
Yeah.
2.5 hour rom-com. I mean, he was just the money machine in this period, like printing money, which makes his next movie that
And
much.
here is the worst part: Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Screenplay
Yeah,
for Jerry Maguire. What? What?
I mean, didn't
What?
win. Didn't win.
No, but like it was nominated. Like how for what for what? It being a completely formulaic, like easily followable thing. I mean, Cuba Gooding Jr. won and should have. I'm not saying his performance wasn't great,
I
like,
mean,
but
it
it is
was
definitely
very
a one
fun.
performance movie.
I mean,
Yeah,
would you really say that's a great performance by Cuba Gooding Jr. or it was
no,
a
I would
fun
say it's
character?
just a fun character in a boring movie, so it seems like a better character than it should be.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
there's like 4 or 5 other guys who could have played that role just fine. Would have been fun.
yeah, for sure.
Like, show me
I
the
think
money is
Jamie
not that.
Foxx might have been up for it.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx would have been great. I'm not shitting
Yeah,
on Cuba, but like, there's a reason Cuba followed this up with like Snow Dogs and Snow
What
Dogs 2.
Dreams May Come,
What? Oh man. Oof.
The English Patient,
Uh,
Fargo, Jerry Maguire, Secrets and Lies, and Shine.
wait. Cuba Gooding
That was the
Jr. is in. Oh no, those are the nominees. I'm like, he was not. He
those
was
are the
not in the
nominees.
English Patient.
No. I don't think there's
Okay,
any
I
black
was
people in
very
English
confused.
Patient at all. No, so the winner was the English Patient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
won that one.
So 1996, he does Mission Impossible and Jerry Maguire. 3 years until his next release, because this guy's been a money machine throughout the 90s, hit after hit after hit. Any genre, you want to put me in a vampire movie, you want to put me in a legal thriller, you want to put me in a rom-com, you want to put me in a racing movie, I'll do it. He's like, you know what? I'm going to go to England for 2 years and work for Stanley Kubrick and
Pretend like I'm in New York.
yeah, and make a very weird, very idiosyncratic movie where I'm kind of a creep, called Eyes Wide Shut.
What did this cost to make for 2 years? 80 million?
Yeah, let me find out. Kubrick worked surprisingly cheap, 65.
Did he have like back end? Is that why?
Cruise? No, Cruise worked.
No,
Oh,
Kubrick feels like he would have like a lot of like stuff.
this is
Like
so
I'll work cheap, but
I'll segue. So the last movie on our list is Magnolia. So P.T. Anderson had worked out Cruise being in Magnolia in kind of a cameo, or not a cameo, smaller role, supporting role.
small role.
And he was waiting because Eyes Wide Shut just kept going and going and going, because nobody tells Kubrick when to stop. So Cruise is like feeling bad because P.T. Anderson is waiting for him to start production on this movie. He's like, why don't you come to London? You can come hang out on the set. And like, young P.T. Anderson's like, I can hang out on a Stanley Kubrick set? Like, of course, I'm going to go. And he shows up on the set, and Cruise is there, Nicole Kidman's there, Kubrick's there. There's like 3 other people there. And he's like, oh, when's the shoot start? And they're like, no, we've been shooting for a couple hours. He's like, where's the crew? And Kubrick's like, oh, you need a bunch of other people to do the work for you? Kubrick had like almost no crew. He had like a handful of people. I mean, Kubrick was usually his own cinematographer. He was setting his own lights. He's like, yeah, I want people I really trust, and I'll work as slow as possible, but I don't want to pay a bunch of people to just stand around and hold shit. And so like 65 million is not a cheap movie, but
No,
when you shoot for 18 months, that's incredibly efficient. Not 18 weeks, 18 months.
18 months.
They shot Eyes Wide Shut.
18 months. Yeah.
Now, you can argue, do you need 18 months to make that movie? Probably not. Do you need 40 takes
No.
of everything? No. But like, are you
Could you have shot it in New York in 6 or 7? Probably.
Not when you're afraid of flying and you're Stanley Kubrick.
That's right.
I think we've talked about Eyes Wide Shut a lot.
Enough in our lives.
Anybody
Yes.
watching this doesn't need to be surprised. I'm gonna make it S tier.
I'm making it S tier too.
It's a movie I own.
It must be seen to be believed.
I own in several formats.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even recommend it to people, but I love it. It speaks to me.
I mean, yeah, like I don't know if I would recommend it to people because I don't want them to like it.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Fair.
like I don't want them to like it for the wrong reason. You know. I mean, talk about a movie that cemented our friendship in the best way possible.
I mean, I think 1999. We were pretty cemented.
We were
but,
solid, but like it just like together. I mean, we talked about it for I would say probably a solid year.
Yeah, I mean, a year? It's 26 years later. We're still talking about it.
We're still talking about it. We bring it up constantly. We make jokes about it constantly. We compare other things to it constantly. Yeah, I mean, it's S tier. If there is an S tier that's ever existed, this is an S tier.
And reunites him with Sidney Pollack.
Man, God, what a great God! I'm so glad it was Sidney. In the alternate universe where it was Woody, it's still great, but being Sidney is
Kubrick's original concept was Woody and Steve Martin in these roles. How strange would that have been?
Did you? What God? What was it?
It would have been like Lolita, like his. If anybody's seen his Lolita, Kubrick's Lolita, which is like much more silly.
I just read something about a Steve Martin and Martin Short movie that David Lynch was gonna do.
Jesus Christ!
It's in the Dune book.
Uh-huh.
And apparently Lynch and Steve Martin had a falling out. It was called like A Drop of Saliva.
I'm skeptical a movie at any point in the studio system would have been greenlit called A Drop of Saliva. Maybe that was Lynch's working title. I believe you. I believe
it's a working title.
I'm just like, I don't know.
It was supposed to be this movie they were going to make, and apparently Steve Martin had a falling out, which is kind of weird because Steve Martin doesn't have falling outs.
Yeah, I mean, Lynch must have done something too weird for him.
Yeah, that's kind of my feeling too.
Because Steve Martin's, I'm sure he's had his moments, but he's not like a notorious asshole.
He's not it's not like he's Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I've never heard a negative like work story about Steve Martin.
Hey ChatGPT, I'm not thinking of the Three Amigos. Anyway, let's move on to Magnolia.
Magnolia. So this is like an odd, like every one of these cruises thus far above the title. The reason it gets greenlit. Magnolia, it's a supporting role that he shot just in a few days. But it's the last movie of the 90s for him. What are your feelings on Paul Thomas Anderson's third movie, his follow-up to Boogie Nights, Magnolia?
It depends if you're judging a cruise performance or it was called One Saliva Bubble. That's what it was called.
No way it gets released under that title.
No way it gets released. It was a strange existential saliva bubble lands in a small Midwest town, and it makes you switch personalities. So,
I love David Lynch.
The script is out there.
I love David Lynch. There's no way it gets released with that title.
Walt Disney Pictures. Not a chance.
I mean, The Straight Story was Disney.
That's true,
but The Straight Story was called The Straight Story, not like here's a strange speck of tobacco hunk under
the script was done
Richard Farnsworth's tongue. Yeah.
It was, and he talked about it on the set of Dune. That's all I know. Anyway, Magnolia. As far as performances go, is this his most overacting performance?
I mean, Tropic Thunder is there.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, it's like Tropic Thunder. He is like wearing a suit and prosthetics, and he's basically an SNL character in Tropic Thunder. It's not even like acting, I guess.
Tom Cruise's kind of magic is making you kind of forget he's Tom Cruise for a little while, and in Magnolia, you're like, this is Tom Cruise. Like, it just seems like he's just acting like himself, talking about a movie he's really passionate about. Also, not a good movie, and I don't like it. So there's that too. I would give it a C tier, because I don't want to do him so dirty. Because it's good, but it's just not for me.
I'm going F.
Whoa!
I
did not see that coming.
Did I make this F when we did our P.T. Anderson team? This is our first like overlap.
I don't remember he was not good.
I I've never like the first time I saw this movie, I think I was like, "Is this good?" And then the second time I saw it, I was like, "This is not good."
No,
I love Boogie Nights. I love lots of his movies, but this movie just it's in
it
his
seems like one movie. It seems like 3 or 4 movies glued together.
it's in his Cocaine and Fiona Apple period, and it's just like, yeah, it's a lot of ideas, and it's like I went from total unknown to the next hot thing, and any of my ideas is good, and that's like a dangerous place for most artists to be in when you think any idea that comes through your head is good, because the reality
I
is
would honestly switch it to the Fiona Apple Coke period. One is probably more addictive than the other in 1999.
well,
So
he got over Fiona Apple. I don't know that he's gotten over Coke, but
that might be true. I think the best thing ever happened to him was marrying Maya Rudolph. I think she cleaned his ass up real quick.
Yes. I think we talked about this in our PT. I think if you want to understand the dynamics of their relationship, watch Phantom Thread, and
I think
that is a confessional
absolutely.
of how he stays in line. I just like there are P.D. Anderson's super talented. There's a lot of really talented cast. Cruise is not the fault of this movie, but it just doesn't work. It's just not a movie.
He doesn't need to be in there. They talk about a movie that could be replaced. It could have been John C. Reilly. Like it could have been kind of anybody else. Just having like a big cameo in there for no reason doesn't really make any sense.
I mean, John C. Reilly is also in the movie, so
yeah, but like he could have been that Cruise character pretty easily.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or Downey coming back from his wilderness.
Yeah,
or like
good point.
Lots of people.
Downey's a good point too. I don't ever want to see Magnolia again though. Like it just never. No. It's not one that like I'm like, oh, you know what? I need to go back and check on Magnolia.
It doesn't just have an Amy Mann score. It has like multiple scenes where characters sit around and listen to Amy Mann. Like sit and look. This was a thing in the 90s where people would be like, you got to hear this. And it's like some artist like you Amy Mann's your friend, man. Like come on. Like we're sitting and just listening to her single because you want to make her a star or something. I'm not no shade on Amy Mann. If you like Amy Mann, that's great. It's just
no, I like her too. I think she's
like
great, but I don't.
Garden State when she's like,
listen, he plays her the music.
Listen
on the
to this.
headphones.
It's the Shins. They're this hot, cool indie. Like I don't need that. Like if you want to infuse soundtrack music in the movie, great, and then I can go buy the soundtrack. But don't just be like, listen to this fucking music.
Yeah, I want it to be like Ninja Turtles turning on like I Got the Power or something. Like
exactly.
It's on the radio.
Yeah,
like turn it down. You turn it off. Yeah.
More talent than an F tier deserves, but I'd rather watch Far and Away than Magnolia.
So. Yes, I'm with you. I would much rather watch Far and Away. Would you rather watch Bridge of Spies?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it. Bridge of Spies is like it's like the movie I have like I'm forced to watch like before I die or something. It just feels like Bridge of Spies does not get enough credit for how terrible it is. That's all I'll say.
If I go to hell, I'm going to be sitting in a room watching Bridge of Spies.
Yes, over and over again with commercial breaks.
That was his 90s. And
pretty solid 90s.
Sneak preview of the 2000s. Next movie, right after this, MI2, baby.
Oh, man.
Which is such
got to that.
Going from Eyes Wide Shut to Magnolia to MI2 is such a crazy tone shift.
The MI2, we talked about it recently.
I mean, you want to do MI2 and just call it 2000 is part of the 90s?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it. MI2.
MI2 comes right after a super stylized version. It's like 2 stylized versions in a row, right? Basically.
But like, very different styles.
Very different style. One super strong director with like a lot of choices and really good camera angles, and Ang Lee. Or not Ang Lee. Who was it?
John Woo.
Who was MI2?
John Woo.
Just blowing shit up and doves and just craziness and motorcycles, literally like fist fighting. Tom Cruise total 90s movies, $1.97 billion worldwide. That's the 90s. Him just printing money.
And that's 90s dollars. So that's
90s dollars.
Double that for inflation. MI2. Speaking of cocaine, But it like the good cocaine. This is a good cocaine movie compared to Magnolia. It's not. It's so much dumber than the first one, than the De Palma one.
Everything is dumber about it.
Like,
Like the soundtrack is dumber.
You should never think about the plot. It's just go
Nope.
with it. It's just happening.
Yep.
It's
But it does not stop. It does not stop. It is a movie you start and you're just like, if I go to the bathroom, I'm going to miss something.
yeah.
Like it's so good.
And I think we've talked about MI2 a lot recently. So I don't want to go.
Did we did a tier list of MI movies, right?
No.
Was that on the agenda? I think it was on the agenda.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We can't do two Tom Cruise things in a row.
No.
Then it just becomes
Okay, MI2. Where are you placing it?
MI2 is in A tier.
MI2 A tier for you. I'm gonna go.
It's hair alone. A tier.
I'm gonna go. Do you know he's got? This is a question. He's got that hair in Magnolia. Do you think he grew the hair for this? And PT is like, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. But how does it look cool in MI2 but looks terrible in Magnolia?
Because in Magnolia, he's just like being sad about his dad. He's not riding a motorcycle.
It looks like a fucking wig in Magnolia.
Yeah, I mean it might be a wig in MI2, but it's
Is
interesting.
This last long hair movie?
No, Last Samurai.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, good call.
And I think in one of the MIs, he's like in prison and he's got long hair briefly.
Last Samurai, a movie I'm going to revisit very shortly.
It's like a B plus, because
That's fair.
if I put this at A, then I just run out of tiers for the other MI movies that are better. Because it is, as much as I love MI2, it's not top tier MI to me. So I'm saying B, but B like with a little star with a.
As far as like artistic, I would say it's probably a B. But as far as rewatchability, it's an A. Like because I think it does fit into the 90s Con Air zone.
Yeah.
It just is a little more classy, you know.
Yeah, it is. I guess if we were going to define the 90s as pre 9/11, like when the vibes were just great, the great vibes era that kids you'll never see again. This movie is just a great time.
Just
also,
a box office explosion.
Like telling the story of why MI became what it is. First movie makes 460. This movie makes 550.
God.
Makes 100 million more than the original.
And it's the one everybody says is bad.
I know. It got terrible reviews and it made more money than the first one.
This is the Batman and Robin era when it makes like 500 million.
But that movie was bad. That movie is a bad
It's
movie.
bad, but it's still made.
I know, but this is better than Batman and Robin.
I agree. I'm just saying it's the era when like the sequels made so much more.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just box office. Like this now by 2000 we're in the DVD era. This must have sold so many goddamn DVDs.
I bet the soundtrack was
I bet
like,
the soundtrack
sold a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're at an hour. Short and sweet. We did it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Let me just do a little bit of MI2 soundtrack research here.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Limp Bizkit was on it. Obviously, Metallica. Because Limp Bizkit had the first, like, was the opening guitar in it, I think, right? Like when he's climbing the mountain.
Was that?
I think so.
Was it Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
It's not Durst singing. I don't remember Durst singing.
No, and then I Disappear, the Metallica one. Maybe it was the Metallica was the one on there. Rob Zombie, Butthole Surfers, The Pimps, well, who knows them? Foo Fighters, Kid Rock, Buck Cherry, Godsmack, and of course Hans Zimmer has one. Why is Hans Zimmer on there?
We got to do a Hans Zimmer tier list, except that would also be like 800 movies long.
We should be that should be another era list.
Yeah,
like Hans Zimmer 80 to 90, right?
But Hans Zimmer is going to be so weird because it'll be like Dennis the Menace and then MI2.
That's going to take some like Hans Zimmer over a certain amount of money made tier, maybe.
Just listing the movies he made, you'll be shocked. Or
it's shocking, yeah. I mean, your bit about screaming like play Dennis the Menace at him while he's like, dude, I still think very funny.
Okay.
So yeah, that's short and sweet. As always, thank you for listening, and make sure if you know Tom Cruise, send this to him. We'd like to talk to him. We have a few questions for him. And as always, remember the paper. Ironically, a Ron Howard movie.
Oh yeah.